When you're out in the wild, in the mountains, you have to be aware of certain plants that are not your friend. I'm going to do a little bit of identification today, and I mean little bit, of what to stay away from when you are in the mountains in the wild. And so one of them, or like the main ones to stay away from, is this thing right here. That is poison oak, bright and shiny. Leaves of 3, let them be. It's not always the case, but in this one, definitely. One of the things that I've learned living out here in the mountains is, real quickly, is poison oak. Poison oak is poisonous. I'm going to run into this puppy right here. It's poisonous. And usually, if you're allergic to it, you'll be affected by the poison oak. If you're not allergic to it, it will not affect you. Meaning, it will not be itchy. It will not cause the irritation. So yeah, poison oak. What to look out for. I have a lot of it here on this property, where I live, and so it's really easy for me to identify them because, hi Chris, because of the leaves. Like I said, leaves of 3, let it be. But when it's not, like when it's so winter time and spring, you're not really going to see it, but you can identify it by the bark. And so that is another poison oak right there. Yep. These ones I find to be very interesting. They are cat's ears. Definitely been learning different things out here in the mountains. What is edible, what is not. These, when I got here, I thought these were poisonous, but it is not. That is actually blackberries. But right next to it, next to an oak tree, is the poison oak. And so when I learned about oak and how oak tree has poison oak right next to it, made me not ever want to live in a place that has oak. Here's some more right here of the poison oak. This is springtime, so the leaves are just coming up. Some of them are red, some of them are green. They usually have yellow flowers. You see these ones right here, they're popping up. They're usually really bright and shiny. Lime green, little buds, and yellow flowers. Manzanitas, they're not too bad. I don't necessarily think they're poisonous. I'm not sure if we can really eat them. They have really cute little flowers. Again, learning about the blackberry bush. The only threat to that is how prickly they are. And even, they have thorns all over the place. And even on the back, it's got thorns on the leaf. I read that you can have blackberry leaves to drink as a tea. Of course, you'd want to just take off the prickles. But yeah, learning about what is edible and what is not edible in the wilderness is always a plus. Oh, and then I learned too that while poison oak is poisonous, if you need to, you could chew the bark off an oak tree. It's got some tannins and some medicinal properties on oak. Something else that I learned, what you can eat in the wild, if you're in the mountains or by this type of tree, is the sap of a pine tree. I learned that the sap of a pine tree, God is so amazing that when a tree is hurt or wounded, that it will want to do some self-healing. So when you see a tree like this pine tree and it's got a slit, it'll self-heal itself by oozing out sap. This is sap right here. My youngest niece, she used to get this and chew it and eat it, and I wasn't sure, but I later found out it's really good for you. Sap is good for healing wounds. Like if you have a wound too, it'll help heal it up. It's good for your teeth. Got some immunities in there. It is very sticky. It's very oily. I think she found a spider. Oh, it's an ant? Very sticky and very oily, but you can nevertheless use it. You have to be careful though, because it's flammable. So, sap is really good to use. It's good for your teeth as well. It's got tons of medicinal purposes. And it's evergreen. And this is an evergreen too. This is kind of wild here. Rosemary. I love rosemary in my food. I love rosemary oil. It's good for your hair. It's good for stimulating hair growth. And other things. So when you're out in the wild, those are some things that you need